Hello, this session is for young adults who have finished secondary education and have decided to go for further studies. If you are a parent of such young adults, please make note of the tips and steps and discuss it with your young adults. I'm going to talk about practical advice for starting tertiary education. What is tertiary education? Tertiary education actually means higher education. The children who have the teenagers who have finished secondary education are thinking of going into college or university to get more qualification, enhance their qualifications. Tertiary education can be in two areas. It can be enhancing your academic qualification or obtaining a vocational training or a professional qualification. So when you are going for academic qualification, then you are thinking of getting a certificate, a diploma, or even a degree from a university or from any educational institution. When you are considering going for professional qualification, then you might be thinking of vocational training courses from a vocational institution. Whatever you decide, higher education, there are a lot of options available. And the more options are available, the more confused we get. So I'm trying to help you in deciding what should be more suitable to you and which one you should select as per your interest and your hobbies. When we are talking about decision-making process, there can be some steps which can help you in your decision-making process. The first is think about your interests. You see, we always think that I got best marks in this particular subject, so I should do some course in this particular subject. And you will get even advice from other people that where did you achieve the best? Where were you in which subject you got the highest marks? You should do the higher study only in that subject. But that is according to the head, what your logical explanation is. Your heart may be somewhere else. You might have different interest. You might get excited about different area of study and different subjects. So you have to consider that what you are interested in is more important for you, because there you will put your heart and soul in that and you will do much better in the area which you are interested in. So therefore make a list of your interests. Go through your academic achievements, which subject you got highest marks. Go through your list of extracurricular activities, and out of those, which one you are more interested in. Go through your hobbies, which hobbies you enjoyed most, and on the basis of all this, make a list of your interests. Then see what courses are aligned to this particular interest and consider those courses, make a short list of those courses. Second is talk to your career advisor or to your teacher. Some schools have career counselors, some colleges have career counselors whom you can take appointment with and go and discuss openly with the career counselor for their advice. If you don't have an access to such career advisor or career counselor, then you can talk to your teacher, because your class teacher will know about you, about your interest, about your achievements and all. So you can openly discuss with that teacher. Whatever you decide, whosoever is your career advisor, before you go to the person, make a list of your interests, your hobbies, extracurricular activities you enjoyed, your strengths and your weaknesses. Carry this list with you for open discussion to get their prospect what you are interested in, what are the options available. The person will tell you, and which is most suitable for you from his or her perspective. Second is talk to family and friends. Now, when I say talk to family and friends, I don't mean that your family should decide for you what course you should take. Ultimately, you have to decide yourself. But your family and friends can help you. They can support you. They can get a lot of information for you. They can add to your information. And also, your family and friends will be able to see from a different perspective. You might be thinking of doing a course and why you want to do that course, but when you talk to your friends or your family members, they might have a different perspective about that course which you can consider. So that will help you. Another one is do your research. Do your research about the courses you have shortlisted and you have decided. Now, how to do that research also I can help you, giving you 5 steps, 5 tips I would say. The first one is that look at the subjects. When you have decided or you are considering taking a particular course, get the course prospect and get the syllabus of the course. Go through that. That will give you an idea what subjects you'll be studying. So you will know, are you interested in those subjects? Will you be able to do best in those subjects? That will help you to decide. Second thing is consider your career prospects. After that, doing that qualification, after doing that degree or diploma, what jobs are available? How many openings are there? Is that qualification capable of getting job in 2 or 3 different areas and different domains or different institutions? What is the number of jobs available in that particular area? You can even go to websites, job opportunities, where you can go through that and see how many jobs were opened for that particular subject which you have taken as a higher qualification. So that is another important thing to consider. What is your career? After that, what will be your next step? How will you proceed further? Do you have to do, like suppose you are doing a diploma now in particular subject, can you do a degree after that in that particular subject? After getting little work experience, will it help you? Where does it lead to? All that you have to consider in your career prospect. Attend course open days. Many institutions and many organizations and many companies, they have open career days where they give explanation and information about the course, about the job. So when you attend that, you will get a lot of more information about the course and about the job available, and then you can compare and consider which is the best applicable for you. Then do your research. When I say do your research, I mean dive into the course and find out which one is more suitable to you, individually, specifically to you. So then also I can give you how to do the research. I can give you 5 tips. You see, you have to be very careful, because once you decide which course you want to qualify in, you are going to spend a lot of money, lot of time and lot of energy. There's a lot of investments involved in. So it's better that you do research, find out pros and cons, and then decide which one is most suitable to you. So which are the 6 steps or 6 tips which you can use when you're doing the research in this particular field? The first one is find out the duration of the course. I recommend that you shortlist 5 courses on the basis of your interest and all that what you have done earlier, getting the data and information. Make a short list of 5 courses which are suitable to you, which are appropriate to you. So in that, first is the duration, and check what is the duration in all 5 courses. Make a spreadsheet, a sort of chart or a table in which you write down the names of the courses and the points which you are going to compare. So duration is the first one you will compare, and the second is the content of the course. So when we say content of the course, then you will see how much you are interested in that subject which constitutes the content of that particular course. So write down those courses and write down your interest, how much you are capable of and how much you are interested in that. The third is look for job opportunities. Once you do that course, what will be the job opportunity? How many jobs are available? In what areas the jobs are available? How much is the distance and the location of that particular area where you will do the study or where you will get the job? That is also important. And when you're considering the job opportunities, also think that how will you excel in that job further and further. Ultimately, what is your goal? What do you want to become as in a career? What is your career? Then think about earning potential. What will be the salary you are looking for after you do this qualification? How will you get the increase in the salary? Do you have to do some more courses, advanced courses in that particular study area to get better salary? Are you happy with that much salary? How will you get increment in that salary? And what are your needs? According to that, you have to consider the course. After seeing the earning potential, that how independent you can be after doing that course, or will it be the first step to get some salary and then you will have to work on the second step? So you consider the path, the educational path, the vocational path, not only this particular course, the whole path you have to consider when you are comparing in the 5 courses. Another thing you will have to consider is what is the entry criteria. Do you fulfill the entry criteria in all those 5 courses? Or where do you fulfill the entry criteria? Where your entry criteria is stronger in all those 5 courses. All this you discuss and make a spreadsheet. See the pros and cons. See what is your priority. What is your priority in the sense, do you want to gain knowledge? Do you want to do some social work? Do you want to just earn some money? Whatever your priority is, whatever your objectives and goals are, according to that, consider these 5 courses and check with your career counselor, with your teacher, with your family members, with your friends that you have selected this course out of these 5 courses. What is their opinion? You don't have to get influenced by them. You don't have to follow what is advised to you, but you can consider, because this will be a different perspective. And then you decide. Now take your time to decide which one is applicable and appropriate for you to qualify in. Why do you need more time to be sure that which one is more appropriate? Because sometimes we sleep over it and we change our opinion also. So give it time, give it thought, and consider which course is best for you. When you are considering that, remember that this might not be the final qualification you will live with whole life. You might have to further qualify also. So sometimes you might even change your decision after some time. So be aware of it and don't be afraid of it. See, the research shows that 30% of the young adults change their opinion, change their educational pathway within first 3 years of studies. So take it easy. It is not the end of the world. You have 70% of chances of success in that particular field. So try it out, and all the best for you.